Yes, indeed, man. We back at it. Black History Month, August 22nd. It was 1989, man. We lost a major figure within Black history, Huey P. Newton. You know what I'm saying? Nationwide figure, kind of like, he's the founder, but more than the founder, he was like, the head, the pusher, the face, you feel what I'm saying, the mascot of that Black Panther party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know he caught a hot one down there on Willow Street, down on 7th Street, man. Police tried to get on him and, he went unconscious, you feel what I'm saying? They actually got convicted for it, but he stayed down, you know what I'm saying, with the support of his people, you feel what I'm saying? He got back, you know what I'm saying? One of the few people to be the hot one on the police. Once you're convicted, though, you feel what I'm saying? And you come back, I know the boys from San Diego just did it when they was framed up, and the eyewitnesses and fucking bitch on the DA office and all that shit. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the cats did that either, but, it was unconscious, bust a move, but, Huey was definitely a gift and a curse, you feel what I'm saying, because he put the Africans on a level, you feel what I'm saying, and a lot of laws changed in 67, you feel what I'm saying, especially the law that got me in here right now, that Penal Code 1235, where they're allowed to believe, like, inconsistent statement. Like, if a motherfucker say, you did something, then motherfuckers say, nah, he really didn't do it. Well, you can believe the part what he did say he did it, even though he didn't say on the oath type of shit, when there ain't no evidence towards you, even if it don't fit physical evidence, it's some weird shit, but you know what I'm saying, the Supreme Court didn't go for that shit, though. You feel what I'm saying? They got to be under oath and have other shit, though. But I ain't gonna get on to that, because, you know what I'm saying, then I'll be getting into how I'm about to be getting back and what's going on with my case. But what I am gonna get, talk about is the fact that them people were scared, you know what I'm saying? Because that dude was making us into them dudes, which we already were, because he come from us. He's one of the dudes. But then we started thinking about riding around with penal code books. You know what I'm saying? That's what that man did. You knew the law, you feel what I'm saying? And it was a lot going on in the 60s. This is what history do for you when you get to study, and you get to study the mind frame of that era. You can actually travel through time, you know what I'm saying, understand the minds of the African Americans. You know what I'm saying? You had Fred Hampton, you know what I'm saying? You had Tupac Mama, you know what I'm saying, Phoenix Shakur going through what she had to go through, the Black Panther Party in New York, you feel what I'm saying? You see the frame ups, you see how they did Fred, you feel what I'm saying? Ashley did Fred, what's that? December 4th, 1969, the day Jay-Z was born. You feel what I'm saying? You actually see the setup and how they did, because they don't want us to be looked at as one tribe. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they love about the black, the Crips and the Bloods. You feel what I'm saying? To split us tribally. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they hate about Oakland. You feel what I'm saying? They hate. And I'm gonna have to get on that on a whole nother level, but because a lot of people want me to talk about this shit that y'all keep talking about on the set and on the beat. Nigga, what's on the beat? On the beat of what? That's something else. But, so while bruh was locked up, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Seals and them dudes was moving, you know what I'm saying, they went to the Capitol, you know what I'm saying, they got the right to bear arms, and they actually was just following the law. But then you get to change the law, you feel what I'm saying, they changed the law for their benefit, you feel what I'm saying, now, because, packing a gun, that shit was like a misdemeanor and shit like that. That's what I was trying to tell my son when he first got his little case with the stendo. You're not a felon, so how can they put you on felony probation when you didn't break no felony rules? It's a misdemeanor if you're not a felon, because it's your Second Amendment right. It shouldn't even be no such thing as, you know what I'm saying? The cold thing about that shit is this. Nigga, it don't matter if you rape 50 girls, if you killed the president, you still have the right to jury trial. You still have the right for free expression. You have all your rights, you know what I'm saying, in the first 10, the Bill of Rights. You have those rights. But when it comes to bear arms, if you do something, you don't have that right. Like, what's the only right they could take from you? That shit is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But Huey was already like, you know what I'm saying, lightweight gangster already with them hands, you feel what I'm saying? He was already with the shit. And he got conscious of self and he was pushing it, you feel what I'm saying? We already know the story of the Black Panthers and how they flooded the West and shit, Oakland with that hair around, you know what I'm saying, getting motherfuckers strung out. They was mainlining back then, and saying how they second wave came with the crack. That's why Oakland is the city of the crack. If you watch Snowfall, you see how them brothers was getting their money, but they had to go to Oakland to learn how to cook the crack and all this shit. It's the city of dope, you feel what I'm saying? Berkeley laboratories and things of that nature, you feel what I'm saying? We've been had know what I'm saying, crack, you feel what I'm saying, since the 70s, you know what I'm saying? We didn't start having really crack houses till about 80, 81, you know what I'm saying? By then, New York wasn't even having crack, you know what I'm saying? You see New York City, they just now getting crack, 85, 86, man, when Nino, talking with G Money, like, oh, what's this? You feel what I'm saying? By then, we was already booming. You know what I'm saying? Lil Pipe and them was already eating, nigga. Niggas already coming through. You know what I'm saying? Falcons and Stains and Cougars, you know what I'm saying? Two-seater Benzes, you know what I'm saying? Niggas already eating by then. But, Huey was doing his thing, but he got fucked off in and out of jail. But before that, you could tell, you know what I'm saying, when he was, you know, I think, matter of fact, if you really think about it, Huey's one of the reasons I believe the mob transformed and came how it came. Because like I said about feeding them and arresting the cats, you know what I'm saying, they was getting a lot of paper fucking with they bitch, you know what I'm saying, and having nightclubs and things of that nature, selling cocaine out of there, or having your bitch with the sack and she might sell it to a trick and things of that nature, you feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really wasn't having no machines like that, you feel what I'm saying, until about 75, you feel what I'm saying? But by then, Huey was already then kind of fell off, got out the pen and started storing, and you know what I'm saying, when you stored like these brothers doing this shit, it was hard times on them cash, and you couldn't pay cash, you was giving them coke, so now he's storing a lot of powder and things of that nature, you feel what I'm saying? And he become like a drug dealer within himself, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of niggas don't want to hear the truth, but he definitely was extorting everybody, pretty much everybody. I can't really say what he was doing with Rick, but I do have some reliable sources that said Fee was up in that motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying, Lucky Line, and Huey came up in that motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying, pushed up, you know what I'm saying? Now, some people say Fee never paid Huey, but from one of my OG partners, he heard Fee say, nigga, I ain't paying you no more, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You taking there, you know, however it happened, he just said, I ain't paying you no more, or he didn't pay him, however, y'all know the little funk started, you know what I'm saying? Come people died, you know what I'm saying, the van and these and that nature, you know what I'm saying? And through your research, or just, you know, get high and go fuck with some real mob niggas in the, you know what I'm saying, the backseat of them Benzes and box Chevs, them little foreigns y'all got, go snatch up a real OG, multiple OGs on different days and soak up the game, you know what I'm saying? You'll get a collective, you know what I'm saying? You know that the truth is gonna cross, you know what I'm saying? You start snatching up like 15 OGs, you feel what I'm saying? Within a 2-year period of really studying the game, you'll get a clear view of the truth, you know what I'm saying? Even though everybody gonna have perspective, you know what I'm saying? That's just how history is, you feel what I'm saying? History is like that. But now, you know, Brad was doing his thing, got out of Jamestown, you feel what I'm saying? I think he was top dog Selly for a minute, up in there. He was up in there with him, Jamestown, like 87. I'm talking about top dog from Bounty Hunter, you know what I'm saying? If I remember right, top dog was telling me something. I was in the hole with him. But, you know, niggas don't need to lie on their dick. Niggas don't need to lie on their whereabouts and shit of that nature, man. But Brett came home, and y'all know Double R knocked him down, you feel what I'm saying? And, you know, Huey had a thing on him too, though. You feel what I'm saying? So Double R was trying to beat that. They tried to say Double R was screaming. He got ranked for the BGF, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he had just, you know what I'm saying, my partner, you know what I'm saying, just sold Double R to Thizang. You feel what I'm saying? And he just had seen Huey. You know what I'm saying? So he woke up and his bitch coming, you know, Huey down there. Nah, I just seen Huey. And then, you know, B from the Corns, B Warden and Double R just hit the bottoms with the bad breeze cruisers in the back of the wagon, you know what I'm saying? They was dumping them motherfuckers. You know, B was a monster, you feel what I'm saying? But this is a situation where, I mean, I read the case law, you feel what I'm saying? They say B had made a statement, then he recanted and shit like that, and that's when all that shit jumped off. I'm not here to put no spin on my nigga name, cause that was one nigga that nigga looked up to that didn't give a fuck about the mob, you feel what I'm saying? It was coming through, nigga with chopper and this shit, shoot dice with us and tell the nigga look out, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga look out for us, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had love for the Robinsons and everybody that fuck with the Robinsons. I grew up in the Robinson hallway, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they the closest hallway to him, you know what I'm saying? Between them and Misunderstands where nigga from. So nigga seen Huey here and there, you feel what I'm saying? But that's what he was doing, but, you know, it was not the same at the end of his death, but, he did start you know what I'm saying? We just didn't follow through it as a people, you know what I'm saying? Crack came, we just really fucked up, we didn't stay on our shit, some of us did, you know what I'm saying? And they passed it down, you know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. Now it is what it is, we just a loss. We lost, ain't no each one teach one. It ain't about no knowledge. It's not equal with the money. You feel what I'm saying? The money is coming in, but it's more money than knowledge, and that's when it's bad. You feel what I'm saying? You got more bitches than you read books. You feel what I'm saying? It's bad, bro. If you got got, you know what I'm saying, 7 bitches and you only read 2 books in your life, man. It's bad, nigga, if you're 30 years old. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so much information out there that you don't understand when you get high. It helps your high, bro. I'm talking about you get higher with the awareness that you got, man. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, that's a whole nother story, man. But today, it's August 22nd. You know what I'm saying? We lost a brother. What's that, 10, 20, 29 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Lost a great one, you feel what I'm saying, to the game. And that's how it happened. I ain't trying to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's how it is, man, down there in 10th Center. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's Black August once again. Man, blast. Still spitting that gas, nigga. It's a lay while.